Now, in the beginning of the chapter, we actually seen the Shonen Jump characters are dressed up as medieval heroes as they go on the quest, and also the chapter art. We actually seen the Straw Hats are actually going to hitch a ride to go on vacation, and I actually had to admit that actually a pretty cool chapter art. Now let's go to the chapter right now. Now everybody is on high alert because of the forest on Kuri and the fire on Kuri, and they actually caught the Midnight Boy, which Fukuro Kuji have actually alerted Orochi that they actually have caught the penniless Midnight Boy. Now, he knew that he actually is in mourning over the death of Komura Seki, but they have finally have caught the Robin Boy, and his identity is important to him because he doesn't care about that. He actually only cared about the love of his life, in which hopefully this identity can spring a message for him when Fukukuju have actually told him that Kushiru have actually acted well, and thankfully he actually got out of the room, and they have actually identified the penniless Midnight Boy, and his real identity is actually secret, but Orochi's reaction is actually, shocking that he actually say, how is that fool still alive? Granted, that fool is actually still alive for those years. And frankly, nobody else knew why he's still alive. But Kyoshiru actually heard about that bandit, but it's the day of Komura Seki's funeral where millions of people are going to attend it, and they're actually going to be in mourning. By which Orochi said that he'll die along with Komura Seki, in which he's going to be executed on the spot. Meanwhile, on Odon, we actually seen Queen actually upset about Komura Seki actually being dead, and which she is tearing up about it. Which we actually seen how she's going to go over there and pay her respect. In which he actually seen Luffy and Krabba Hyoguru as they gotten fat while they're trading. In which we actually see Raisu actually figure out what Luffy's going to do when they actually find out that they're actually going to be caught, in which they actually going to find out how they're going to get out of there. Meanwhile, in Kuri, where the fire has struck out, which that's actually the hideout of Shuten and his bandit friends, as they actually have found the fire and found out the cause of it, in which they actually wanted to flatten Bakura town, in which Karu's army is going to be on them harder like before. But they actually going to figure out how they're going to get over there. Meanwhile, we actually seen the village ruins where Kimon and Inuarashi is actually headed over to Bagura, where that is when Ashura is actually headed. Which they actually need to hurry because they would not imagine what will actually happen if they actually found out. Meanwhile, Hodram is there, in which they actually figure out where is Sutenmaru is hiding, which they're going to find him. Meanwhile, in Rungo, we actually seen Brug find Soro, in which he's actually sleeping, but he didn't know that Hayori and Tuku is actually sleeping with him, which caused Brooke to actually be jealous of Soro, and they actually seen Brooke, but they actually is freaking out about how he looks, in which Hayori is shocked that they're actually giving her offers, in which they actually told Brooke about her being Momonosuke's younger sister, in which he is still jealous of Soro, who's sleeping next to her, which it didn't make him happy. But we actually knew that Brooke actually lost Nami after the bath. By that, everybody in the capital is on chaos, which the funeral about Komurasaki and the execution of the Thieving boy is actually big. But they actually knew the identity of him, which is actually turned out to be Tonoyasu, who was actually revealed to be the Thieving boy, and also revealed as Tuku's father, which that's actually was in shock because nobody actually knew about that. Not even everybody, but Tuku actually knew. As soon as she actually left, she's actually going to find her father, which she's actually going to the capital, in which the funerals actually took place in the capital, where everybody is actually crying about the death of Komurasaki, and that is where Nami's group is there, which we actually seen how Tonoyasu is actually going to be executed, which they didn't know that he was the Thieving boy, in which Kajiro and Shinobu actually revealed that Lord Yasui, the daimyo of Wano, has actually served the Kusuki clan and alongside Lord Odon, in which he's actually known as the Hedgehog, by which he's very strict, and we're actually going to see on the Rasishu town prison, where we seen Tunoyasu is actually hung up on a pole, where he's about to be executed on the spot, where Lord Yasui is actually gonna be there, where we actually seen him getting executed. In which Tuku is on her way to rescue her father. Now, I actually love the chapter art and the of both the cover and the chapter art. Now, that's a good chapter art, but we actually knew about how Tonoyasu is the Thieving boy. Now, we actually knew that we can actually have anything that we actually have all the answers of his identity, but we're actually going to see what he'll do if they're going to break him free. So we're actually going to see in the next chapter next weekend. So anyway, like this video, subscribe for more, and comment on what you think about the manga chapter. You guys can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and like my Facebook page. Until then, this is Anime Guy Jordan here saying sign out. Laters.